Aston Villa's biggest crowd of the season know their club have a poor recent record in this fixture, but they're hoping a fresh factor today will crack Manchester United's unbeaten run. Because Didier Six makes his first appearance in English football after playing for France in the European Championship and in 2 World Cups. Six is on loan to Villa until the end of the season, and he's preferred today to Mark Walters. Steve McMahon returns after injury, but Steve Foster can't regain his place from Brendan Ormsby, who along with goalkeeper Mervyn Day and Gary Williams plays despite being on the transfer list. United make one change from the side which drew in Hungary. Brian Robson's hamstring injury keeps him out, but Gordon Strachan returns with Arnold Muren keeping his place. Kevin Moran is captain for the first time. And Frank Stapleton and Gordon McQueen have both come through 2 reserve matches, so the competition for places at United promises to be, like today's match, fast and furious. Ron Atkinson, whose professional career began at Villa Park back in 1956, and with him there on the bench today, the injured England captain Brian Robson and physio Jim McGregor. Referee Brian Hill of Kettering. Well, wherever and whenever Manchester United play, there's always a sense of occasion. And Villa Park this afternoon is noisy and expectant. United are wearing white shirts, playing from the right. Here's Moses. Nicely turned on by Strachan. And offside against Alan Brazil, who got his first goal for United in the midweek UEFA Cup tie. On the chest of width to Birch. Onside, right out. And Orbiston was so quick. Defence was caught, no doubt about that. They looked at the linesman and he didn't respond. Strachan. Gibson for Aston Villa. Hogg. Cowans. And they've switched Six to the right here. This is Birch. Williams. Free kick. Foul by Hughes. Taken quickly by Six to Cowans. With McMahon. Well, that happened, that shot by McMahon, but that happened because Didier Six took a free kick so quickly, Manchester United hadn't settled down. Quick thinking there by the new player, just put the ball down and got on with it. And the move developed from there. Williams on Brazil, free kick. Hughes up with Day. Quarter of an hour gone and no score. Let's look at the length again there on Mervyn Day's kick. It was with flick and right out! Wow, that would have been a great advertisement for the direct football camp. The kick from Mervyn Day went right onto the 18-yard line at the other end, with flicked it on, and right out with the volley. What a spectacular goal that would have been. Great kick by the keeper. Moses. Gibson. Seeks. Gibson. Cowans. Came off Moses. Corner. Seeks has pulled it back to Gibson. And that's floated for Birch. And that's useful for Rideout. Hughes. Gibson waiting for Seeks to make his run inside Duxbury. Beautifully done. And Seeks. And with! Off the line, was it? Over the line. A goal for Peter With from Didier Seeks. Brilliant run. Aston Villa take the lead. And Seeks makes an early impression on the England stage. He made a brilliant run inside Duxbury. He was beautifully found. And then when he crossed it, Peter With's header beat Bailey, who got a hand to it, and it was over the line before the defender hooked it out. So for Peter With, an unusual hat-trick. He scored in the last 3 meetings here between Aston Villa and Manchester United, and that one came after 20 minutes. And it set Villa Park alight. And Seeks placed the cross to perfection. It was a good signal actually by the linesman as well on the far side, who made it quite clear to the referee that the ball had crossed the line. United may have thought for a minute they got away with it, but Frank Pardo there saw that the whole of the ball was over. With gets the verdict again. Moran's complaining about that. It's a battle for men in that particular area of the field, without any doubt. And there they are preparing for McMahon's kick. Cowans. With's in there again. Alan Evans. Oh, he's there! Evans has scored 2-0. And Manchester United looking round at the goalkeeper. He must have been unsighted. Peter With set it up. Evans' shot didn't seem to have that much power, but it was right in the corner. Bailey couldn't get there. And Aston Villa, who've made an uncertain start to the season, have made a very confident start to this match. 25 minutes gone, and the captain, Alan Evans, puts them 2 goals up against the only unbeaten side in the First Division before today. So, what can Manchester United do about this? Alan Evans, who will be 28 next Friday, celebrates with his first goal of the season. Moses, Brazil, Strachan. Now only one way for Manchester United to go. And there's Duxbury. Well taken by Mervyn Day. Now what makes this particular position in the game so interesting is that Manchester United haven't got Brian Robson playing, who is so often their inspiration. And we've yet to see what they'll be like in adversity without either him or Ray Wilkins. And Ron Atkinson knows that 2 goals down, they've got a lot to do here today. Right out. Seeks. Every time the ball goes out there, the crowd are expectant. But Gary Bailey came for that under no challenge. Birch. Oh, he's through. Muren got a foot in. The way back is cut off by With. It was Williams' header to McMahon. That's a good try as well. That's swerve from Steve McMahon. This befits a team who've gone 2 goals up. Villa are suddenly shooting from anywhere. They're full of confidence. McMahon hit that one. Little chip ball for Rideout. Cowans is following up. Oh, good stuff again. Villa playing with towering confidence since they got that 2-goal boost, and Seek's involved in the move again. And McMahon is running the game at the moment in midfield. He seems to have hit a high here, and he searched for Seeks and found him. And Seeks again. If it had been a yard higher, they were in again. Because Rideout and With were just aching to get on the end of that. But the man that inspired the move was McMahon, who's beginning to look now the player that Villa knew he was when they signed him from Everton. Hughes for Manchester United. Brazil's away to his right. Olsen. No. Gibson, an easy interception. With. And again, McMahon. And crossed by Birch. Hughes to Strachan. United have got 5 players forward in this attack. And 6 with Alveston. Olsen. Tackled by Birch. Brazil. Alveston, well played. Olsen. Hughes, they're appealing for a penalty. It was Ormsby on Hughes. The referee was well positioned and said no. And Villa breathe again. With a lovely ball there by Peter With out to Paul Rideout. But it's all going so fast, you've hardly got time to draw breath. Muren, through the middle for Brazil, never looked like getting there. But just a moment there when Ormsby tangled with Hughes in the box, 1 or 2 United players thought they might have had a penalty. Aston Villa produced their best form of the season in that first half. Didier Seeks seemed to lift the whole arena. He made the first goal for Peter With, and while Villa was still living off that, Alan Evans got the second and sent unbeaten Manchester United in at half-time with a lot of things to sort out. The 2 social faces of soccer support in the 80s. The terrace fan who has to dig deep into his pocket to find the fare and the admission money, and behind him in the executive boxes, the wealthier fans who can afford a 3-course meal with their football. And while Aston Villa were dominating the midfield in the first half, you can see why Manchester United missed Brian Robson. You have to go back to May the 16th to find a defeat for Manchester United at Nottingham Forest at the end of last season. And before today, they'd only let in 5 league goals. Had the best defensive record in the First Division, which has now been somewhat punctured by Aston Villa in the first half. Ormsby. It's Dextery. Moses. Brazil. Seeks. Good ball, Gibson. Came off Moran for a corner. Gibson again, who supplied the pass for Seeks for the run that led to the first goal. He's involved in the attack a lot today as Gibson. Now Evans and Rideout going to the near post area. Ormsby's also there. Whistle's gone. It seemed to go in off Alan Brazil actually, but there was a foul in there. Close thing though. Brazil being challenged by Ormsby. Augustin. Arnold Muren's made a run through the centre. Olsen for United. Augustin. Ormsby's acrobatic clearance, very effective. Rideout. McMahon, straight to Moses. And that wasn't a particularly good pass either, but he got it back from Olsen. Two in the centre here for United. What a good throw by the goalkeeper. Mervyn Day finding Gordon Cowans. He's got Seeks out to his left. With and Rideout making runs the other way. The angle ball taken out by Moran. Excellent distribution today from Mervyn Day. Seeks. That came off Olsen, and it might fall for Rideout. Bailey himself throwing the gauntlet down there. It's a corner. He went out to help Hogg actually. Oh, with Rideout! Number 3 for Villa. Rideout scores. And the problem there was that when the corner came in from Cowans, Hogg seemed to miss it. Witt knocked it on, and Rideout had quite a lot of time in a game like this to force it through. Bailey beaten for the 3rd time after 56 minutes. Well, they said it was going to be a wide-open championship race this season, and results or scores like this one make for an awful lot of speculation. Manchester United, one of the favourites, 3 goals down, having previously not been beaten. But it's happened comparatively early in the match, and they've got time to restore rather more sanity to that score from their point of view. Hughes has made the run. And Strachan. Well, this has been a lucky ground for Manchester United in recent seasons, but so far, not today for Ron Atkinson's team. First sign of Villa flagging a bit here. This is Strachan. Brazil's pulled away unmarked on the far side. Closed down by Birch in the end. Here's Orbiston. Moses. Brazil. Good turn. Good save. Mervyn Day so alert. But the best I've seen from Alan Brazil, perhaps in a Manchester United shirt, it was a superb turn back to his Ipswich best there, and driven, but Mervyn Day was in exactly the right place. It's a good effort though. That's McMahon, and again Birch, Williams.
Chris.
Oh, good 1-2. Williams and Seeks. Williams again. Oh, right outside netting. Well, Well, Gary Williams, who's never scored in his Aston Villa career in the league, played a good one too with Didier Six. It wasn't far away. It ended up almost as a cross to Rideout. Brazil with a flick. Duxbury. Strachan. Mervyn Day says, that's mine. Six, jumping into Duxbury rather. And there's going to be a substitution by Aston Villa. And as Graham Turner suggested to me before the match, Didier Six, who hasn't done very much training, is going to be brought off and replaced by Mark Walters. But listen to the ovation that he's going to get from the crowd. What a welcome addition to the scene here. It's given the Villa Park fans something to talk about this afternoon. And on comes Mark Walters, who wasn't too happy about being left out and may now want to prove something. Because he's an outside left as well, really. Hughes. Muren, Strachan, Duxbury. Day's punch, Albiston couldn't quite get his foot to it. Moran. Cowan's header. Here's again. Good touches. McMahon. Birch is on the right. The two big men aren't forward yet. But Walters is! Well, Moran's face there seemed to say, where on earth was the marking? And it's a good break, actually, by Villa, because it didn't have width or right out in the box, but Walters, having just come on, put his header just over the bar. Here's Birch. Here's Walters with here's Strachan and Muren. Now there's promise here for Manchester United. They've got a man over. Hughes and Albiston is the man from the back. And Brazil, no! Defender got there. Evans and Ormsby both got back to block it. It was probably United's best chance. Moses. Brazil nearly in there at the end for United. Manchester United's unbeaten run is emphatically ended. Their first defeat of the season, and Aston Villa's best performance surely since Graham Turner took over as manager. Rideout got the third goal to sew it up in the second half. But the lesson of the match, apart from Didier Six, was in midfield. Gordon Cowans, getting back to his best, helped to run the match. And with McMahon also in good form, Villa in that department showed up the absence of Brian Robson and found the platform for a very impressive 3-0 victory.
is a powerful beat. Puts a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm in your bedroom, rhythm in the street. Yes, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Flip your wings and fly to your daddy. Take a dive and swim to your daddy. Hit the floor and rock you, daddy. Baby, got the rhythm of life.
I used to think it was pretty straightforward. You sorted out a pension and that was that. But now I read stuff and I'm thinking, is a pension enough? Should I be spreading the risk? Do I need to diversify my portfolio? I know one thing for certain. I'm totally confused.
Make sense of it at norwichunion.com/investments.
This week only at W.H. Smith. Kerry by Kerry Katona and Johnson Beharry's Barefoot Soldier are half price. Attention! Spectacular offers. Think W.H. Smith.
She's the pride of Paris. But she was supposed to be torn down. Until she became a radio mast. Then a TV antenna. And now, millions of people climb to the top. And pay for the privilege. Wouldn't you like to find new ways to capitalize on what you already have?
Oh, I've tried everything, but now there's something new to deal with that kind of stink.
New Airwick Odour Stop. Compared to the leading odour eliminator, it removes 40% more of those nasty, sweaty odours.
Oh! Say goodbye to nasty, sweaty odours with Airwick Odour Stop. Airwick, it's good to be home.
The city has two suns.
My family's lived on this hill forever. This is my home.
Only one can rule.
I grew up on this hill. These are my people.
You can be completely undone by your brother.
He's a plague, Tommy. We gotta take care of it before it kills us all.
He's my brother.
This is my neighborhood, and it always will be.
You and I, we're not the same in any way.
Brotherhood, the brand new series, starts next week only on FX.
Disculpe, ¿ese es su carro?
Sí, ¿es ok?
¿Qué se siente manejar ese carro?
Así. Get a lot more than you'd expect from Ford.
Ja bi za Hrvatsku umro. To je onaj razlog mog života.
Oni su doživjeli u Hrvatskoj, hoće da se odcepe i normalno teško je bilo sad.
I can understand that Yugoslavian players are very disappointed of the decision of the Security Council.
Da smo mi sad rivali, i sportski, i kakvi god hoćeš.
The last Yugoslavian team, Wednesday at 11.
While Brian Clough keeps insisting that they're not good enough to win the league title, his Nottingham Forest team keeps on winning points. Forest are the only First Division club with a 100% home record, and if they maintain that against Stoke today, they could regain the leadership. Well, Forest came back from their unlucky UEFA Cup defeat in Bruges with several players suffering from a virus. And Gary Mills is still unwell, so Steve Wigley, who was left out on Wednesday, returns at number 7. And incidentally, skipper Ian Bowyer is the only Forest player who figured in their last championship-winning team in 1978. Stoke City have all sorts of problems. third from bottom with only one win, not a single away goal. Two of their most experienced players are missing. Alan Hudson has flu and Sammy McElroy is still injured. And this is one of the youngest teams they've ever fielded. And they'll certainly be looking to Mark Chamberlain to continue his recent good form. It's exactly 2 years since Chamberlain was picked for England after playing only 8 games in the First Division. The referee is Yorkshireman Trelford Mills from Barnsley. So Nottingham Forest in the white shorts with a marvellous opportunity to make up for their European disappointment by going back to the top of the First Division. If so, it would be at the expense of a Stoke team which hasn't even scored here in their last 5 league visits since winning promotion back to the First Division in 1979. There's Method, who had an outstanding game against Bruges. Davenport, fouled by Berry. Wigley on the right. And he was held back by the young fullback Hemming. Immediate danger for Stoke from the free kick, but cleared by Robbie James. Painter, Fairclough with him. Chamberlain brought down by Fairclough. O'Callaghan and Painter, the 2 men up front today for Stoke. O'Callaghan the target. And Swain having problems, so too did Bowyer. James header. Hart gets it away. Davenport. Wigley on the right. Method. It's a fine ball. Hodge. Here's Davenport. And blocked by Dyson. O'Callaghan at the other end. Brought down by Hart. But the crowd still buzzing over that fine break. Hodge pulling the ball back for Davenport, who controlled it. And as he hit his shot, it was blocked by a Stoke defender. High for O'Callaghan again. Hard clearance. This is Chamberlain. Swain doing well. Won by Christie. Painter, beaten by Fairclough. Robbie James. O'Callaghan. This is Saunders. Chamberlain. Oh, it's a fine header by James, and Painter surely, and Fairclough somehow gets it away. Well, the combination of Sutton and Fairclough rescuing Nottingham Forest then. Because as the cross came in from Chamberlain, Robbie James met it. The header was going goalwards. Sutton got in the way. Painter hit the rebound, and then Fairclough got in the way. Stoke very unlucky not to take the lead. O'Callaghan flick, Berry! Yes! And Stoke have scored! 11 minutes gone, and Stoke City's hallmark of recent seasons, the well-taken corner, gets them a goal. The corner floated in, O'Callaghan's flick on, Berry stabbed the dropping ball over the line, and Stoke City, against the odds, have taken the lead. Well, when they came here last season, Stoke felt that they were unlucky not to score. They got a 0-0 draw then, which helped them avoid relegation in their marvellous end to the season. Well, now they've got their first goal at the City Ground since 1979, when they came back to the division, and it will really lift them. Wigley's cross, Chamberlain away. Painter, and that's a free kick. Well, George Berry getting his first goal of the season and proving once again that the near post corner, if you've got big men, is very difficult to defend. O'Callaghan's flick, and Berry, one of several Stoke players in the box, stabbing it over the line. Came off hard. Saunders. Bold. Chamberlain. Furious tackle by Christie. Good skill, Painter. But Hodge takes over. Wigley. Hodge. Bad ball. Davenport. Hemming clear. James. Blocked by Bowyer. Wigley. Christie in the middle. So's Davenport. Oh! Well, Davenport so close to a goal. And what good control he showed as the ball was played in from that right-hand side. He beat the first defender, came in and dragged his shot just wide of goal. Chamberlain for Stoke. Covered half the pitch already. But wasted it. And Wigley has seen a great deal of the ball on the Forest right. Oh! Bold making hard work of the attempted clearance. Bold relieved that the ball came off Medhod. Gives it straight back to him. Now Bowyer, beaten by James. Tried to set Painter away, and off Swain, he still gets it. O'Callaghan with him. Can it be two for Stoke? Fine save by Sutton. And really, Stoke will look back on that as a missed opportunity. Swain's attempt to clear, going straight to Painter, who took the ball on and found O'Callaghan in the clear, but Sutton made a good save. And that's the end of the first half. Brian Clough has a lot of talking to do in the dressing room at half-time. Nottingham Forest started brightly, but when Stoke scored through Berry, they could well have had a second. O'Callaghan's shot saved by Sutton, and they certainly haven't played like a team in their position in the First Division, and good value for their 1-0 half-time lead. Well, 2 games for the price of 1 for the spectators at that end of the City Ground. And I have to be honest, I'm not sure what the score is in the other one. So Bill Asprey, the Stoke manager, takes his place for the second half, and I'm sure he must be delighted with the way his team played. He was saying before the kick-off that all they needed was the confidence of a result at a place like Nottingham Forest, and his young and inexperienced side, he felt, would gain greatly from it. Perhaps they're 45 minutes away from it. Good ball, Medhod to Wigley. Corner. Bowyer takes over. And once more, Nottingham Forest guilty of wanting too many passes. There's a foul by O'Callaghan on Fairclough. Wigley. Bowyer. Showed it to James. And Nottingham Forest are going to bring on Colin Walsh. And Trevor Christie, not for the first time since coming here in the summer, finds himself the victim. He's substituted. Wigley. He's beaten two. Hemming doing well to stop the cross. The referee has given the free kick against the Stoke fullback for holding. So Forest have pushed Hart and Fairclough forward. Came to Davenport, and he just couldn't find a way through. What a good throw. Fox to Chamberlain. And Painter's well forward here. Foul by Swain. Forest spectators behind that goal, and Kenny Swain in agreement to disagree with the referee. But Chamberlain's pace is difficult to control. Dyson. Ooh, and that was a fine save by Sutton. Chamberlain's lifted free kick met by Dyson's head, and Sutton had to go well down to his left to save. James. Tremendous effort. Well, throughout his long career, 10 years at Swansea before he joined Stoke City, Robbie James has been known as a player with a powerful shot, and he showed us how powerful then, just wide. Gunn. Pursued by O'Callaghan. Berry intercepts. Bowyer for Forest. Wigley. Hodge. And Wigley again looks promising. Three in the middle. Davenport's one of them, and they all left it. Medhod goes in. Davenport. And Fox making a fine save from point-blank range. But really, Stoke City had chances to get that away. The ball crossed by Wigley, and so many people froze before Davenport's shot was finally saved by Fox. The Forest lifted by that near miss. Chamberlain to Painter. O'Callaghan! He should have wrapped it up. Well, it could so easily have been two. Chamberlain finding Painter. Painter running almost to the line, pulling back a fine ball, and O'Callaghan right underneath his shot. Gunn. Hodge doing well. Got Wigley with him. Gunn. Davenport. Good turn. Oh! Dyson and the goalkeeper combine, and Hart, and a great save by Fox. Well, Stoke just hold on. Dyson and Fox blocking the first effort. Then as Hart headed it downwards, Fox produced a marvellous save at the foot of the post. Forest come again, though. Davenport. There was a shout for handball, and the referee has given the penalty. The referee pursued by angry Stoke City players, the protest led by Berry, but Mr. Mills is adamant that in that melee of players with the ball ricocheting around like a pinball machine, Saunders used his hand to control it. So with only minutes remaining, Stoke's brave resistance could be ended. And Davenport makes sure that Nottingham Forest at least will take a point. Saunders' disappointment and Stoke's brave battle comes to an end in controversial style as far as they're concerned. The question was it deliberate handball? Well, as Davenport strode up to hit that penalty firmly into the corner, he wasn't thinking of that. Nottingham Forest won, Stoke City won. And we could be in for a grandstand finale. McCallaghan on, Painter. But that's it. Brian Clough will be relieved that Nottingham Forest rescued a point, but their 100% home record has gone to a Stoke City side which deserved at least the point they gained, having taken the lead through George Berry in the 11th minute. But Davenport's penalty kick bringing about an equaliser. Saunders the man adjudged to have handled. Stoke defended well and will take great heart from their performance and from the result. Nottingham Forest 1, Stoke City 1.